friends. I hope that you're doing well. It's been a week since I've uploaded. I'm behind on schedule. Been busy, so didn't really have much time, so I apologize. But we're back again with another video. And today, we are going to be reading. We are gonna read, my friend. Read. Do you want to read? I want to read. Do you want to read? I want to read. Let's read. 300 random animal facts. We're gonna do all 300, all of them. We're gonna see how quickly we can get through them. So please, sit back, relax, take a load off, put your feet up, get a beer, grab a juice, whatever you want to do that. And let me serenade you with all kinds of information. Are you ready? Let's begin the knowledge. So, gorillas can catch human colds and other illnesses. A newborn Chinese water deer is so small, it can almost be held in the palm of its hand. That's fucking adorable, let me tell you that much, my friends. A deer like that is something I desperately would love to own, but of course, they deserve to be free, so. Ostriches can run faster than horses, and the males can roar like lions. And that is interesting because ostriches look like little bitches, let me just tell you. I shouldn't say that. I mean, ostriches look like ostriches, you know what I mean? They don't look like intimidating as lions, but who am I to judge? The female, skipped one. A lion in the wild usually makes more than 20 kills a year. That's obvious. It's a fucking lion, for God's sake. The female lion does 90% of the hunting. I don't know what the male lion does. I guess he just sits there and waits for dinner. The world's smallest dog was a Yorkshire Terrier, which weighed just 4 ounces. Tell ya, there's some dogs out there that literally look like toys. Like, if you didn't know any better, you would assume they were stuffed animals because they're just so freaking cute, adorable, and small. Can you tell I have a lot of energy today? I have a lot of energy. I have so much fucking energy. And there's a reason for that. And I will go over that in another video. To be continued. You see what I did there? I just made it mysterious. Almost. Half the pigs in the world are kept by farmers in China. Turtles, water snakes, crocodiles, alligators, dolphins, whales, and other water-going creatures will drown if kept underwater too long. Well, yeah, I mean, they breathe air, so. On average, dogs have better eyesight than humans, although not as colorful. Makes sense. Deers have no gallbladders. Snakes are carnivores, which means they only eat animals, often small ones, such as insects, birds, frogs, and other small mammals, and in rare cases, human beings. There is an average of 50,000 spiders per acre in green areas. In Alaska, it is illegal to whisper in someone's ear while they're moose hunting. The bat is the only mammal that can fly. The leg bones of a bat are so thin that no bat can walk. Some male songbirds sing more than 2,000 times each day. The only mammals to undergo menopause. Elephants, humpback whales, and the human female. That kind of rhymed a little bit, sounded like a song. Let me sing a song about menopause to you guys, because that's relaxing. Blue-eyed lemurs are one of 2 non-human primates to have truly blue eyes. A tarantula spider can That's fucking badass. That's metal as fuck. Demonetize my video, YouTube, I dare you. I don't even care. You know what I mean? I'll curse if I want to. We're all fucking adults. Bring it on, YouTube. I will be the first ASMR person to fucking fuck you, YouTube. I'm just kidding. Please don't demonetize my channel. For every human in the world, there are 1 million ants. If you lift the kangaroo's tail off the ground, it can hop. They use their tails for balance. Let me switch my angle here. I'm reading this off my phone, by the way, in case you haven't noticed. If you keep a goldfish in a dark room, it will become pale. I also have to take my wire off because it's pissing me off. If you keep a goldfish in a dark room, it will become pale. Cows can sleep standing up, but they can only dream lying down. I wonder what cows dream about. The sentence, the quick brown fox jumps over a lazy dog, uses every letter of the alphabet. Uses every letter of the alphabet. What? Sentence. What? Alphabet. What? Sentence. What? Alphabet. What? The average fox weighs 114 pounds. The average fox weighs 14 pounds, not 114 pounds. The scientific name of the red fox is Vulpes. Vulpes. I don't know how to pronounce that, but it doesn't matter. It's ASMR. Alligators can live up to 100 years. A single elephant tooth can weigh as much as 9 pounds. The turkey is one of the most famous birds in North America. A housefly hums in the key of F. During World War II, Americans tried to train bats to drop bombs. Canis lupus is the scientific name for a gray wolf. To escape the grip of a crocodile's jaw, push your thumb into its eyeballs. It will let you go instantly. So, if you live in Australia, or if you ever find yourself near a crocodile, remember this tip. I might save your life. I just might. It is much easier for dogs to learn spoken commands if they are given in conjunction with hand signals or gestures. Obviously, dogs don't know fucking English. They can associate verbal, commands with movements and gestures. That's just a connection. They don't actually understand English. Even a small amount of alcohol placed on a scorpion will make it go crazy and sting itself to death. Male rabbits are called bucks. Females are does. The flamingo can eat only when its head is upside down. Animals generate 30 times more waste than humans, which is 1.4 billion tons every year. Ants never sleep. Also, they don't have lungs. Ants never sleep. Holy shit, I can't picture anything not being able to sleep, but I guess they don't need sleep. Also, they don't have lungs. We're up to number 40, by the way. A group of owls is called a parliament. Just one cow gives off enough harmful methane gas in a single day to fill around 400-liter bottles. 400-liter bottles. Apple and pear seeds contain arsenic, which may be deadly to dogs. Cows have one large stomach that is divided into 4 compartments to go through the different stages of digestion. An anteater is nearly 6 feet long, yet its mouth is only an inch wide. The blue whale weighs as much as 30 elephants, and it is as long as 3 Greyhound buses. A herd of 60 cows is capable of producing a ton of milk in less than a day. A grasshopper can leap 20 times the length of its own body. At birth, baby kangaroos are only about an inch long, no bigger than a large water bug or a queen bee. There is a butterfly in Africa with enough poison in its body to kill 6 cats. Cats have lived with people for only 7,000 years. 7,000 years. 7,000 years. 7,000 years. 7,000 years. A black panther is really just a black leopard. The honeybee has been around for 30 million years. The dumbest dog in the world is the Afghan hounds. A cat has 32 muscles in each ear. A dog's shoulder blades are unattached to the rest of the skeleton to allow greater flexibility for running. Tigers have striped skin as well as their fur. Hippos can run faster than humans. The Latin name for moose is alces, or alces, I'm not sure. The earliest European images of dogs are found in cave paintings dating back 12,000 years ago in Spain. Baby horses can walk and run after just a few hours of being born. The kangaroo's ancestors lived in trees. Today, there are 8 different kinds of tree kangaroos. A woodpecker can peck 20 times per second. The great horned owl has no sense of smell. Scientists have performed brain surgery on cockroaches. Gross. The flea can jump up to 200 times its own height. This is equal to a man jumping the Empire State Building in New York. Wow, that's almost hard to believe. Most elephants weigh less than the tongue of a blue whale. Also, that's hard to believe. The very first bomb the Allies dropped on Berlin in World War II hit an elephant. Poor elephant. I feel bad for it. A garden caterpillar has 248 muscles in its head. A moth has no stomach. George Washington's teeth were made of elephant ivory and walrus tusks. Reindeer milk has more fat than cow milk. Goats and sheep are seasonal breeders. Don't tell anybody I told you that. Between me and you, it's a secret. Shh. An elephant can smell water up to 3 miles away. Deers can eat hay. A skunk will not bite and throw its scent at the same time. In 2003, Dr. Roger Mugford invented the wagometer, a device that claims to interpret a dog's exact mood by measuring the wag of its tail. I just assumed every time a dog wags its tail, it's happy. That was just my assumption. As I'm sure many people feel the same way. Every day of the year, 100 whales are killed by whale fishermen. That needs to be stopped. If you cut off a snail's eye, it will grow a new one. The ostrich has 2 toes on each foot, which give it greater speed. Lanomia obliqua is the world's deadliest caterpillar. Jaws is the most common name for a goldfish. The most dogs ever owned by one person was 5,000 mastiffs owned by Kubla Khan. On average, cows poop 16 times per day. The phrase raining cats and dogs originated in the 17th century England. During heavy rainstorms, many homeless animals would drown and float down the streets, giving the appearance that it had actually rained cats and dogs. Wow, that's actually really depressing, and I did not know the context behind that phrase. It's a good thing we don't really use it anymore. The most poisonous fish in the world is the stonefish. Killer whales are not whales at all, rather a species of dolphin. Goats were the first animals domesticated by man in 10,000 BC. Dogs have sweat glands in between their paws. The fear of animals is called zoophobia. We share 70% of our DNA with a slug. We share 98.4% of our DNA with a chimp, which that one is not so surprising. Fireflies do not bite or have pincers. Fireflies are harmless. They don't even carry diseases. Chocolate, macadamia nuts, cooked onions, or anything with caffeine is harmful to dogs. No two tigers can ever have the same stripes, and this is how individual tigers can be identified. The American Kennel Club, the most influential dog club in the United States, was founded in 1884. The longest recorded lifespan of a slug was 1 year, 6 months. A whale's heart beats only 9 times a minute. Elephants are covered with hair. Aha is the third eyelid of a cat, which can only be seen when the cat isn't well. A python can swallow a rabbit whole and may eat as many as 150 mice in a 6-month period. The placement of the eyes of a donkey enables them to see all 4 of their legs at all times. At birth, a panda is smaller than a mouse and weighs about 4 ounces. Oysters can change from one gender to another and back again depending on which is best for mating. Fireflies are the only creatures that give off light without generating heat. Hummingbirds beat their wings 60 to 80 times per second. Only half of a dolphin's brain sleeps at a time. The other half makes the dolphin come up for air when needed to prevent drowning. Dogs have 1,700 taste buds. I don't know how many humans have, but seems like a lot. It takes 3,000 cows to supply the NFL with enough leather for a year's supply of footballs. Animal cruelty at its finest. I should not spew my political opinions, I'm sorry. Completely blind chameleon will still take on the colors of its environment. A rodent's teeth never stop growing. When young abelinis, I don't even know what this is to be honest, feed on red seaweed, their shells turn red. Small quantities of grapes and raisins can cause renal failure in dogs. The hippopotamus is born underwater. Taurophobia is the fear of bulls. A bat can eat up to 1,000 insects per hour. You see, man, like, we have these fears of bats and spiders, but they really do good things for us, like eating fucking insects. So, think about next time you see one. 1 million stray dogs and 500,000 stray cats live in New York City metropolitan area. I am surprised that there's more stray dogs because I never see any. I live in New York, by the way. I see stray cats all the time, but I never see stray dogs, so strange that there's more. You can tell a turtle's gender by the noise it makes. Males grunt, females hiss. I've never heard a grunting turtle. I've heard a hissing turtle. I just assume turtles hiss in general. You learn something new every day. An elephant's trunk has around 15,000 muscles. 200 liters of water is drunk from it per day. The most popular female dog name is Maggie. The most popular male dog name is Max. A large group of goats is called a herd. Squirrels cannot see the color red. Squirrels cannot see the color red. The average chicken lays about 260 eggs per year. A starving mouse will eat its own tail. Oh, that's kind of sad, actually. I don't like that at all. Poor guy. Only 5 to 10% of cheetah cubs make it to adulthood. Ferrets sleep around 20 hours a day. Now that's the fucking life right there. Birds can recognize landmarks which they use to help them navigate. The starfish is the only animal capable of turning its stomach inside out. Male dogs will raise their leg while urinating to aim higher on a tree or lamppost because they want to leave a message that they are tall and intimidating. Some wild dogs in Africa try to run up tree trunks while they are urinating to appear very large. Sharks have been around longer than dinosaurs. That's interesting. That's an interesting one. I mean, all of these are interesting, but some of them stand out to me. About 2/3 of shark attacks on humans have taken place in water less than 6 feet deep. Sharks are immune to cancer. I wonder why. See, that's something that you would consider when you're researching the cure for cancer, would you not? I mean, I'm not a scientist, right? But I would say, okay, well, let's study sharks and let's see what makes up their biology, and let's find out if we can take anything from that to cure cancer. This is just me thinking rationally, though. I don't know. I mean, if you're a science person, you might be able to shed some light on that. Or maybe it's been done already and nothing was found. I don't know. Worldwide, more people eat and drink milk from goats than any other animal. Alligators cannot move backwards. The most popular dog breed in Canada, America, and Great Britain is the Labrador Retriever. Yeah, they're adorable. The largest giant squid ever found weighed 8,000 pounds. Approximately 100 people die each year when they are stepped on by cows. Wow. A butterfly has 12,000 eyes. Humpback whales create the loudest sound of any living creature. Hippos' sweat is pink. Well, I don't know why I find that so funny. Whale milk is 50% fat. In Croatia, scientists discovered that lampposts were falling down because a chemical in the urine of male dogs was rotting the metal. In the Caribbean, there are oysters that can climb trees. I just had some oysters for dinner. Unrelated, but it was smoked canned oysters. It was pretty good. I was surprised. The swan has over 25,000 feathers in its body. The blue whale is the largest of all whales and is also considered the largest animal to have ever existed in the world. Giraffes have no vocal cords. Interesting. Yeah, I never heard of a giraffe make any noises. Now that this is been mentioned. Starfish have 8 eyes, one at the end of each leg. There are almost 60 million dogs in the United States. It's not enough if you ask me. After eating, a housefly regurgitates its food and then eats it again. It's fucking gross, dude. It's like, oh, there's so many dogs in the United States. By the way, flies vomit their food and eat it again. Just in case you want to be grossed out. A mole can dig a tunnel 300 feet long in just one night. Back in 1924, a monkey was convicted in South Bend of the crime smoking a cigarette and sentenced to pay a $25 fine. Flamingos are pink because shrimp is one of their main food sources. I've seen this stat a lot, and it's hard to believe because it seems like something a kid made up, but I guess it's true. The Mayans and Aztecs symbolized every 10th day with the dog, and those born under this sign were believed to have outstanding leadership skills. When a male tiger and a female lion mate, they make a tigon. When a male lion and a female tiger mate, they make a liger. French poodles did not originate in France. They came from Germany. The breeding age for male goats is between 8 to 10 months. Elephants don't drink through their trunks like a straw. Baby whales grow to 1/3 of their mother's length in the womb. Goats do not have teeth in their upper front jaw. Goat's milk is high in calcium, vitamin A, and is higher in calcium, vitamin A, and niacin than cow's milk. Cow's milk has a shitload of, health risks associated with it in general. Turkeys have a poor sense of smell, but excellent sense of taste. Cats can hear ultrasound. Tuna fish can swim 40 miles in a single day. Bumblebees have hair on their eyes. That's gross too. Why are bugs so freaking gross, man? Even bees, although we do need bees. Penguins can jump 6 feet out of water. You see, penguins, cute facts. Bumblebee, it has hair on its eyes. There is a very big difference there. A giraffe's heart pumps twice as hard as a cow's to get blood to its brain. Blue whales have large enough aortas, the main blood vessel, for a human to crawl through. Some dogs can smell dead bodies underwater. More than 85 million turkeys are cooked and eaten in the U.S. at Thanksgiving. I'm partial to turkey, to be honest. Like, it's not really that good, to be honest with you. I eat it at Thanksgiving, but like, out of all the meat, it's definitely at the bottom of my list. I prefer lamb. Lamb's much better. Duck is much better. You know, turkey's kind of a really dry bird, but I digress. Baby whales can gain up to 200 pounds per day, excuse me. Dogs have a wet nose to collect more of the tiny droplets of smelling chemicals in the air. I always wonder why that was. It's like, why is your nose always wet? Stop it. Cats have... They just need to smell everything, don't they? Cats have 100 vocal sounds, while dogs only have about 10. Yeah, bark bark. Cat owners are 30% less likely to suffer a heart attack. What about dog owners? Barn owls hunt mostly small mammals, such as the short-tailed vole. A duck's quack does echo. It's just almost impossible to hear. A cheetah's lifespan is up to 12 years in the wild. Shark corneas are being used in human eye transplants. Dogs are about as smart as a 2 or 3-year-old child. You see, dogs are smart. They're basically a little child when you think about it. Butterflies have their skeletons on the outside of their bodies. This is known as the exoskeleton. Arachnophobia is the fear of spiders. That one's kind of pretty well known, I would say. Hippos attract males by urinating and defecating. That one I actually knew, and it still grosses me out. Butterflies can only see the colors red, green, and yellow. Yellowtail can only see... Yellowtail is the general name. Excuse me, I'm reading the wrong one. Yellowtail is the general name for loads of different species of fish that have yellow tails or a yellow body. Polar bears are the world's largest land predators. There are roughly 24,000 species of butterflies. A dik-dik is a tiny antelope, I'm so immature, that lives in East Africa, Namibia, and Angola. Dik-diks weigh between 3 and 6 kilograms. Female polar bears normally start having baby cubs at the age of 4 or 5. Fireflies are also known as lightning bugs. Nocturnal bats fly before sunset, whereas pipistrelles appear soon after sunset. In general, Asiatic jerboas have 5 toes on their back feet, and African jerboas, I don't know how to pronounce that, have 3. Even though polar bears' average body temperature is 37 degrees Celsius, they don't give off any detectable heat, so they won't show up in infrared photographs. Dogs can see better when the light is low. Dumbledore isn't the only headmaster of Hogwarts. In fact, a Dumbledore is an old English term for a type of bee. Most young fireflies feed on nectar and pollen, although adult fireflies do not need to eat to survive. 79% 79% of pet owners sleep with their pets. How can you not? 2 dogs were among the Titanic survivors. Good to hear. Many species of owls have special feathers for flying silently. An elephant can smell water up to 3 miles away. The animal on the Firefox logo is not a fox, but a red panda. I knew this one too. I think it's called a Firefox panda, actually. I think that's the name of the panda. I could be wrong, don't quote me on that, but I believe that's... I remember this fact from a different fact video, so... Go figure. There is only one pink bottlenose dolphin, which has been discovered in an inland lake in Louisiana, in the United States. China has the most goats in the world. They have over 170 million. A chicken with red earlobes will produce brown eggs, and a chicken with white earlobes will produce white eggs. One survey reports that 33% of dog owners admit they talk to their dogs on the phone or leave messages on answering machines while they are away. That's nothing to be ashamed of. The average dog can run 17 miles per hour. The owl has a small brain. Snakes do not blink. A squid's eye can get as big as a basketball. A puppy is born blind, deaf, and toothless. Agoraphoobia is the fear of wild animals. There are over 1 million animal species upon planet Earth currently. There are over 70,000 types of spiders spinning their webs in the world. If you have a fear of chickens, then you actually have electrophobia. Dogs can see in color, though they most likely see colors similar to a colorblind human. Dogs have lived with humans for over 14,000 years. We evolved with them. There are 3,000 kinds of lice in the world. The life of a housefly is only 14 days. The lifespan of 75% of wild birds is 6 months. 6 months, 6 months, 6 months, 6 months, 6 months, 6 months. Denmark has twice as many pigs as there are people. National Dance Like a Chicken Day falls on 14th May every year. The sailfish can swim at the speed of 109 kilometers per hour, making it the fastest swimmer. The crocodile's tongue is unmovable, as it is attached to the roof of its mouth. Greyhounds are the fastest dog on Earth and can run at speeds of 45 miles per hour. Wow, that's really fast. Holy shit. The Basenji is the world's only barkless dog. Never heard of it. I'm gonna Google it now, because I'm interested. Goats are quite agile creatures, and in some cases they can jump over 5 feet. In 2006, 253 fish species were listed as critically endangered. The hippopotamus's skin is protected by its own pink oily secretion known as pink sweat. The Tyrannosaurus rex went extinct 65 million years ago. Lucky for us. Although, really badass dinosaur. The Irish deer is the largest deer to have ever existed. It went extinct approximately 7,700 years ago. That's a shame. And costs approximately $10,000 to train a federally certified search and rescue dog. The color red doesn't really make bulls angry. They are colorblind. Maybe they get mad because they feel like they're getting mocked by the fucking, the guy that, what are they called? I forget. But you know what I mean. A herd of unicorns is called a blessing. The oldest recorded elephant lived for 82 years. According to the records, there are 50 million monkeys in the world. There are an estimated of 400 million dogs in the world. Goats were the first animals to be used for milk by humans. The US has the highest dog population in the world. France has the second. There are over 2,700 types of snakes in the world, and they live in deserts, forests, oceans, streams, and lakes. Cows are different from areas. Cows from different areas have a different moo accent. The male goat is called a buck or billy. The female goat is called a doe or nanny. Dog nose prints are as unique as a human fingerprint, and can be used to identify them. Ailurophobia is the fear of cats. Ichthyosphobia. Wow, Jesus Christ, man, tongue twisters. Is the fear of fish. Female bald eagles are 25% larger than males. Frogs don't drink water. They absorb water through their skin. Saurophobia is the fear of mice. There are over 210 breeds of goats in the world. A polar bear. I kind of just jumped to that one, didn't I? A polar bear's outer fur is called guard hair. An adult lion's roar is so loud it can be heard to 5 miles, up to 5 miles away. There is a shark called the goblin shark, or just the goblin shark, which has only been seen around 50 times since its discovery in 1897. There are approximately 450 million goats around the world. Dalmatians are completely white at birth. A beaver's teeth never stop growing. Apiphophobia is the fear of bees. The average dolphin eats 1/3 of its weight on food each day. Goats and octopuses' pupils of their eyes are rectangular. African elephants only have 4 teeth to chew their food with. The scales of a crocodile are made of certain same substance that hooves and fingernails are made of. That was weirdly worded. Crocodiles eat stones. That's so metal. Crocodiles have brains no larger than a cigar. Cheetahs were trained by man for hunting as long as 3000 BC. That's pretty cool. Horses can't vomit. Both male and female caribou grow antlers. Alternate American names for the elk are the moose and the wapiti. A group of frogs is called an army. An army of frogs. Tigers can see 6 times better at night than humans. And that is specifically so that they can freaking catch us and chew us up. Spit us out with a smile on their face. Starfish don't die of old age. A male gorilla can eat 40 pounds of food a day. So can I, but you don't see me bragging. A group of whales is called a pod. Female harp seals get in groups to have their babies once mating season is over. There's a typo here. When giraffes age, their fur darkens. Heron's eggs have a greenish blue pale color. You're more likely to be killed by a champagne cork than by a poisonous spider. Statistically, I guess. All dolphins have a different whistle. Scientists had to go 45 million years back in history to find the elephant's oldest ancestor. Tiger Day is the last Sunday in September. There is no visual difference between male and female herons. I don't even know if I'm saying it right. A full-grown bear can run as fast as a horse. I believe it. Bears are fucking fast. You'd never believe it, but you never think it. But yeah, they're quite fast and scary. Hyenas regularly eat the feces of other animals. Nice. Very classy hyenas. Frogs cannot swallow without blinking. A giraffe has the same number of bones in its neck as a man. For God's sakes, guys, that's insane. Stupid moose. The swan has over 25,000 feathers on its body. I was going to say 250. Stopped myself halfway, but of course, still had a tongue slip there. African elephants have bigger ears than Indian elephants. There is no record of a human being attacked by a healthy wolf. Hummingbirds, I don't know what that means exactly. Hummingbirds are the only birds who can fly backwards. I guess if a wolf is completely healthy, then they're hunting something else, and if they're not, then they're desperate for food. I don't know, that's my assumption. But nobody gives a shit about hummingbirds, so anyway. Dolphins can eat up to 30 pounds of fish a day. I'm an asshole. Dolphins can eat up to 30 pounds of fish per day. There's a spider in Brazil whose bites can cause an erection, lasts for hours. Now that is a fact that I really wish I didn't learn. Don't care for it. There is nothing sexual about bugs in my mind, so that association just makes me uncomfortable. There are no ants in Iceland, Greenland, and Antarctica. Show me a place where there's no cockroaches, and I will go there. Without even considering, without a moment's notice, in a heartbeat. Hate cockroaches. Before they're even born, sand tiger sharks eat their twin brothers and sisters. Damn, that's pretty intense. Makes me glad to be a human sometimes. Jellyfish evaporate in the sun. They're 98% water. Rooster is simply a male chicken. Pikachu is a mouse-type Pokemon. Now, don't insult my intelligence with that fact. Of course I fucking knew that. Come on. Some lions mate over 50 times a day. That's what's up. The Big Five is a group of animals of Africa. Cape buffalo, elephant, leopard, lion, and rhino. The slowest fish is the seahorse, which moves along at about 0.01 miles per hour. Millions of trees are accidentally planted by squirrels that bury nuts and then forget where they hit them. Good job, squirrels. You're doing your part for the planet and Earth and ecosystem, so keep doing your thing. You guys are alright by me. And finally, the lifespan of a bush baby is 14 years. Rather anticlimactic end, I would say, but yeah. I did not pre-screen these, so I didn't really know what exactly I was going to be reading. Some of these facts were interesting, some were kind of dull, others were gross, and others were, anything with dogs I'm always up for. I've been thinking of doing a dog video, just reading dog facts. I had a cat facts video already, so a dog facts video is something that I want to do. Let me know what you guys think. Again, thank you for watching this video. I hope you found it relaxing. I hope you're asleep at this point and everything I'm saying is going right over your head. But if you're not, then well, I appreciate your support as always, and I'll see you in the next video, my friend. Until then, take care and keep on doing your thing, my friend.